How do you know?
It's so fucking cold. I am Beardyman. You're watching Loftus TV.
It was just
Fuck! I went to India and was outside for like 5 minutes.
We went to the market for about an hour.
Oh, we did, but that was at night. That was fucking crazy though. Yeah, and then I left everything I bought in the hotel by accident because I'd also smoked a big joint. Is this recording?
There was some kind of corporate party because you wrote it in the interview.
Superdry, they make good clothes. Superdry.
Super
Cool. Yeah, they kitted me out with lots of clothes and they got me to play their parties as well. And they're all really cool. And they took me down to India. But India's crazy, it's just chaos, you know. Absolute chaos. Have you been?
No.
No. You should go, it's mental. It's insane. It's got to be seen to be believed. I don't seem to store memories very well, either long or short term. So I can't remember. A lot of airports. Yeah, I don't know, I've been all over the place. I've been this summer. Germany, like 3 times. Japan? Did I go to Japan? I think I went to Japan. Yeah, I went to Japan at the very beginning of the summer. And that was the first gig I did because I took the first 6 months of the year off because I was working on this system that I use now, which replaces the Chaos pads that I used to use. So yeah, I took the first 6 months off to build that, and I wasn't coding it myself. It's a guy called Dave Gamble who runs a company called DMG Audio, and they make amazing audio products. And yeah.
But that system you did yourself.
I designed it myself.
You designed it.
But I can't code.
Okay.
I'm not a coder. But Dave is a maths genius and the foremost expert on DSP processing in the world, perhaps. He's insane.
Are you going to sell that system to other musicians?
Yeah, we're talking about that at the moment, about how to make it into a commercial product, and there's a plan sort of slowly coming together about how we're going to do that. Because obviously the system I've got uses lots of third-party software, so if we were going to sell a self-contained app, we'd have to make all the effects processing and probably make a new way of controlling it ourselves, because I've already asked some of the companies which I'm making the who have third-party plugins within the system, and they're not interested in making an iPad app necessarily, and it's difficult to get people to partner up together when they have conflicting business interests or when they're sort of business rivals and stuff like that. So for a bespoke thing like this, it's fine. But yeah, so there's that to surmount, or we might, if we make a proper commercial release of the thing, then we'll make it capable of hosting VSTs as mine one is. But I think the first release is going to be a very stripped down app which just runs on the iPad, and yeah.
So you're gonna use that system today?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a work in progress, really. It's sounding better than it ever has been, and I'm better at using it than I've ever been. But it's always, improving, and I'm always finding things that I programmed into it and didn't really, have forgotten that is in there, or new ways of using it, or new things I can do, or new things that it can't do, and then I have to make it possible for it to do, because we're constantly updating the system. So I mean, yeah, it was kind of finished when I started using it in the summer, but I had gigs booked, so I had to honour them. But to be honest, I'd rather have been carrying on making the thing. But now it's in a very usable state, but it's just practicing with it and practicing what kind of shows to do, and also freeing myself up creatively to actually do the kind of shows that I've wanted to do all these years and haven't had the equipment to do it with. Because my ambitions are very kind of sonically complex, and I've not been able to achieve those artistic visions until now. But now I'm kind of a little bit trapped in the into doing what I've done in the past, because that's what people have come to expect. But it's always hard to construct a show that enables people to be led into the new stuff without them kind of balking at the stuff you're doing. So it's about constructing a journey. So that's there's always challenges in trying to introduce people to something. I mean, it's very weird what I do. It's not like, you know, most bands are sort of a band and you've made your songs, you put your album out and then you play the songs. Everyone goes, oh, that was the song I knew. And then you go, well, here's a new one. And everyone goes, go on then, it's better be good. And sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's not. Or, you know, if you're a DJ, you can just play any old record. But with me, it's a completely different thing. So it takes a lot of conscious thought to try and figure out exactly the right trajectory to go in and how to, you know, from second to second I can change what I'm doing. So there's always a million different decisions that I can make. There's always at least 4 or 5 things on my mind when I'm playing, which I'm kind of balancing, and obviously I can only concentrate on one thing at a time, so I'm just having to constantly dart from, you know, does this sound good? Is this the right sound? Where did I put that preset? Is this preset over here? Where did I put that preset? Do you know what? That's, yeah. So I just need to learn where all the presets are and I'll be able to... There's about 400 presets in the system.
So you can't drink before the show?
I can't what?
Drink after.
I can't drink before the show. I can definitely drink after.
Yeah.
I can do what I like after, but yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice to be a DJ and just be able to stick a record in, put your hands in the air and take the glory, but yeah. Be a lot cheaper, be a lot better, probably get more girls, be fantastic, but no. I've chosen to be a classic punishment.
Do you get any female fan emails or messages?
Any female fan? Yeah, some, yeah.
What kind of?
What kind of? I don't know, all sorts. I don't know, I get lots of girls saying I have your babies. I think if it came to it, and I walked up to the, like, rang on their doorbell and said, hi, I heard your message on YouTube, I'm ready. Let's go. I think they'd probably be like, yeah, it was only a joke. And then I'd cry, and they wouldn't know what to do. Maybe they'd invite me in, make me a cup of tea, I'd be inconsolable, it'd be awful. Maybe they'd go to the press. And I'd try and say it was all a joke and I was only doing it for a laugh, but no one would believe me. I wouldn't know whether to believe myself. I'd check myself into a local institution, maybe a library, go read some books. The libraries are disappearing, they need funding.
Okay.
They haven't got bunting though, because bunting only comes out on sort of Christmas or celebrations of holidays, stuff like that. Ticket tape, parades.
Speaking about the system, did you show that system to your colleague and friend Devafix?
No, and he's never getting his hands on it. I mean, obviously, well, this is the thing, isn't it? Is when you release commercial software, which is derived from your live rig, as Tim Exile has done, I suppose one of his concerns was that I or any of the other loopers would get their hands on it, but that's, you know, you release it and then you see what other people do with it, and you earn money off it, so, you know, you take the rough with the smooth. So when I released the app, yeah, people will start using it. But I mean, then hopefully some of that glory will be conferred to me indirectly by me being seen as the person that gave them the means to do it. So I need to make sure I have my name in the name of the software or something like that. So it's Hammer's Home. I don't know. But no, I mean, you know, it's interesting. There's not anything that exists at the moment to do what I do or what I wish to do. So I've had to make it myself, and
but you did.
Yeah, but then people will be able to. Yeah, I designed it myself. But people will be able to sort of do what I do after I've released it, which is a weird thought, I suppose. But if I make it good enough, it'll be you know, I can charge a decent price for it and make $1 million, which is nice.
Change the history.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think that I mean, the rig that I've got at the moment is halfway towards what I need it to be, and it's going to be another 6 months or so before it's got all the features that I've currently specified, because of testing time, and it just takes time to do this kind of stuff, and I don't have that kind of time. I've got to work on, you know, music, and I've got gigs to do and all this kind of stuff. I'd love to disappear for 6 months and come out the other side, but I think that'd be a bad idea. So in 6 months' time, it'll be the fully fledged thing that I really need. Yeah, it's my belief that it's possible to make any music that you want live, whether you can beatbox or not. It's just there isn't currently the software that enables you to do that. There's some things that enable you to make music very fast. There's some things that are very sort of preset based that allow you to just trigger patterns, and you know, but all these things like Ableton and you know, drum machines and anything that allows you to make music live, you have to do a lot of pre-programming beforehand to try and make music. So I'm going to try and eliminate that. I'm going to try and make a piece of software which needs no forward planning whatsoever. If this was a band, all the other members would have quit by now. Do you know what I mean? It's like whenever you have like a really sort of obstinate frontman, then you get, you know, sometimes they build the band around them, and the members kind of rotate anyway. But I've done things with, I do stuff with JFB occasionally. I used to do a lot of stuff with him, but no, I still do stuff with him now. And it's he's a scratch DJ, and we figured out ways to. We used to do this night called Battle Jam, and it was we're gonna carry on doing it now, but as a sort of online thing, and that's it's basically just sort of us messing about and sort of scratching with things people have said in the audience, and rappers kind of freestyling about it and just making beats instantly and just having a good time.
That's called collaborations.
So that kind of collaboration is cool. And then also I've done things with, I did a thing with the Heritage Orchestra, which is like a 50-piece orchestra, and we improvised an hour and a half of music, which was insane. And we're going to do it again, I think. There's talk of it anyway. I did a thing with, I got like a sort of chamber orchestra together, sort of surrounded myself with these amazing musicians, and we did a show. And it was kind of sketchy, but it was kind of, the basics of it were there. And I gave them all this technology basically. I got all this tech sorted. Like some of the technology that I use to layer my voice, I gave them for their instruments. So we took a lot of testing to get the right kind of pickups, but eventually it became one violin that could sound like a whole string section, a cello that could sound like a cello on a double bass, and another violin that could sound like another string section. So it sounded like a bigger orchestra than it was, but they were all free to improvise. So yeah.
You've been studying product design, and tell me, are you picky speaking about the clothes, shoes, and all this?
What?
Picky, speaking about
clothes and shoes?
Shoes and things.
I guess so, I don't know.
Furniture.
I'm not really interested in fashion, particularly.
Okay, furniture.
I'm happy to dress kind of innocuously so that just no one notices me around it. I don't know. I haven't got really, I don't know. There's more products interest me, as in industrial design and system design.
System design.
System design.
What kind of system designs?
Anything which, the software I'm designing is interface design and program design, and I don't know. I've always been interested in sort of how things work and sort of bits of engineering and electronics. Okay. I'm no expert, but that's
so if you'd be a scientist, let's say, what kind of scientist would you like to be?
Jesus. I'm not very good at science. I'm not very good at. My IQ isn't high enough to cope with the maths.
IQ.
My IQ is not high enough to cope with the maths for physics. Although I enjoy learning about the concepts.
Did you have any IQ tests recently?
No, I'm very scared to do one. But I think, I don't think it'd be all that high. Certainly not now. Maybe when I was a kid it might have been higher. I just smoked away most of the useful brain cells I had. I think my developer, Dave Gamble, DMG Audio, I found out the other day, is a member of Mensa, which is the Genius Club, basically.
Okay.
Like any of the great geniuses with, I guess, is it IQ's over 140, something like that? Yeah. So he's staggeringly intelligent.
Okay, very nice. So where are you going next? Where are you going tomorrow?
Home.
You don't know?
No, home.
Home?
Yeah. We'll have some breakfast, go to the airport, go home. See my wife, my cat.
Okay.
Yeah.